All right, in this exercise, we're going to be working on the shoulder glenohumeral joint internal rotation. So we're trying to get engagement of these armpit muscles, maybe a little bit into the anterior shoulder, some a little bit in the pec, but we don't want a sharp, specific input into the focal joint. So from here, all we're going to do is always focus on rib cage and core stability. So you want to think about taking a breath in. As you exhale, you want to think about pulling that rib cage down, engaging the core. Maintain that core engagement, rib cage down as you continue breathing. You're going to establish your kettlebell or underneath of something very stable. And you're going to be out at 90 degrees. So you want to make sure that your elbow and shoulder at 90 degrees. Your hand's going to be placed underneath something like this kettlebell here. From here, while keeping that core engaged, you're going to make sure that your elbow isn't behind your shoulder blade, meaning on the ground. So you want to keep it slightly elevated. And then from here, we're going to think about pressing, ramping up intensity by pressing our hand up. We're trying to do this rotation into the kettlebell. So from here, keeping everything stable, we're going to gently start at 10% intensity. Start pressing your hand up into the kettlebell, ideally engaging the muscles kind of into your armpits, some into the anterior part of the shoulder, but not focal, more global, kind of pec-like engagement, and some in the back of the shoulder as well. And then we're going to drive that intensity from 10% to 20 to 30, all the way up to about 80. And that totally should take you about 30 seconds. And that's just to make sure that we're priming those tissues, and then we're going to relax. And then we're going to do whatever's prescribed, where we're going to do high intensity, max effort, presses into those same tissues as you press up as hard as you can for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, relax. If max intensity is too much and it starts to go into a compensatory pattern that feels somewhat sketchy, downgrade that intensity, but still apply it for 5 seconds. What I also forgot to mention is not only are we focusing on keeping that core engaged, rib cage down, but we also want to make sure the shoulder blade is in a stable, locked position. So you want the anti-shrug, the shoulder blade, the shoulder, load into those tissues and press up hard, max effort as hard as you can, safest and greatest effort. 2, 1, and relax. We're gonna do it one more time. Lock everything in, anti-shrug, and load, max effort, hold. 3, 2, 1.